Thanks for staying with us. So yesterday, the spokesman for the presidency, Mr. Ajuri Nglale, had released the names and portfolios assigned to the ministers. And Nigerians have been looking forward to know who gets what. And many of us were fairly shocked at some of the names attached to certain portfolios because we had expectations of who we thought would ordinarily get certain portfolios. But the list came as a surprise to many Nigerians. Some actually were perfect fits, we felt. Many Nigerians felt that way. But what are your own thoughts? You can call us on 081-764-1679, 09024163440. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag your view TVC so we can read it. Let us hear your own understanding and interpretation of the president's pick for the portfolios and how he added some ministries, divided some, had Minister of State. I thought we had gotten rid of ministers of state, but he had actually introduced it again, just like his predecessor. And I mean, some interesting appointments. What are your general thoughts? Who would like to go first? I know that many were excited about the Boston Tijani's portfolio. And it was pretty, because people were hoping that he would do digital economy, and he was given exactly that.
Yeah, we're not surprised about that, but we're surprised about Wike.
FCT. You know, former
governor of Rivers State getting FCT. Like, who would have thought? We were all speculating maybe they would have fit him into works, roads, which falls under works, housing or something. Something infrastructure related because of his personality. But we've decided to put him. And also the fact that he's from the South and he's the minister for FCT. It doesn't happen. It hasn't happened so far. So I believe that there'll be some conversations that'll be had, and
which one surprised you?
I think that's a welcome development.
Yes, because FCT is meant to be like
it's not important.
The capital is supposed to be a potpourri. Like Lagos is not just you know, everybody lives here.
Yeah.
I understand that, but I'm of the opinion that maybe someone, a native from Abuja, you know, should actually be
at some point.
Yes, a minister for FCT.
I think there's a minister of state also.
I think that we should give, you know, that minority group of people, you know, some sort of representation in that.
But can you tell me the difference between minister and minister of state?
I'm
confused.
Yes. So minister of state for FCT is Mairiga Mahmood. Mairiga Mahmood. So we don't know where he's from, but it's possible he's from probably that area. So maybe that had find a way to buffer it. I don't know. I'm just speculating here. Then let me come to you. What surprises came to you, or what are your own thoughts?
Yes, the appointment that surprised me is Mr. Kayemo's own. You know, the aviation portfolio. I would have expected that he would get something in line with his background, his background in law. But then the Minister for Justice is also quite capable. So, and also when I checked, because I wanted to understand how ministers are being given portfolios, and I actually realized that to become a minister, you only need a school leaving certificate. So you don't need any subject-specific qualification or industry knowledge. What you just need to bring on board is your administrative knowledge.
Yes.
So I'm really looking forward to his performance, and I can.
So I think also, I mean, that makes a whole lot of sense, because we've seen a lot of disappointments looking like it's not about their strengths. It's more about their ability to manage certain things. Go ahead.
Yeah, my own initial thought was like, it seems boring. You know, the only exciting thing was the FCT minister and Wike, because that was a surprise. But I quickly checked the North Central. I'm like, what did they give us? So what did they give us? Simon Lalong, that's the former governor of Plateau State. He's been given Minister of Labor and Employment. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. You know, especially since his predecessor, we know all the wahala they went back and forth with ASU.
They should tell him congratulations.
So he is of a different kind of personality. So maybe if because he's calmer. Let's see if that will help with negotiation skills with the different.
I was personally shocked with the one for Mr. Dele Alake, because all of us in the media industry automatically thought he'd be giving Minister of Information, you know, and orientation, you know, and then they took him to solid media. I'm like, hey, solid, but how? But then going back to what Damola said, it's not so much about, it's more about administrative ability, and also I think that's a ministry that's somewhat been abandoned for a long time. So it's possible the president needs somebody he can trust. That, you know what, you need to revive this Ministry of Solid Minerals. You need somebody that I can trust. And he's pretty close to the president. So I'm thinking maybe that's why he was given that portfolio.
If you notice, the people in charge of money are the people close to him, Wale Edu and Dele Alake. You see, why I say Dele Alake is in charge of money, that's Solid Minerals. It has
serious money.
You know that we have so much gold in Nigeria.
Absolutely.
If you look well, you will see diamonds. If you look well, you will see platinum. There is platinum here. Yeah. So if he's on top of his game, it's a money changer. We will make money from it. And hopefully they will use the money well.
Properly.
Hopefully. Yeah. I don't know nobody. I just like their hand, do us small.
So that was the shock I had. So when I saw Mohammed Idris, I think, as the Minister for Information, I had to go and Google, who is this person? I had to start looking for him. And actually, he's I saw that he's somebody that he's a Nigerian publisher, public relations professional. He's also a politician. He's the founder, chairman of Blueprint newspaper. He's also the chairman of Abuja-based Kings Broadcasting Limited, owners of the WE 106.5 FM in Abuja. So he's a media man. So which is good. Another one that
What's in charge of? Who is this you're talking about?
Blueprint. That's the Minister of Information and National Orientation, which I thought was really good.
But going back to, you know, when we always talk about the idea of when we have new ministers, what are the expectations? How long are we expecting them to acclimatize before we're able to hold them accountable for what they've done or what they are meant to do? You know, because we've always had ministerial appointment, but we don't have like a JD. You are administrative. We don't have like a goal. So if I'm saying we as the people don't know what the job description, what's your KPI as a minister? If I am appointing you minister for solid mineral, maybe as a minister is being appointed, the president is saying your brief is that over the next 3 years or the next almost 4 years, you are expected to do A, B, C. So that all of us know how. No, we don't know as Nigerians, so that we are able to know what is. Because we might be thinking he will be doing Ajakuta when that was not in his KPI. Maybe his KPI is to go and sit down on the goal.
It will be inaugurated on Monday.
Yes.
After then, hopefully, we'll now get your
That's why I'm announcing it up front and I'm shouting so that we'll be here. No, so that if it is the gold, we know where the golds are, and that we know that maybe he's going to clean up all this illegal mining we are hearing about, if that's what he's going to do, but we know specifically
that's what
for all the ministries.
I pray that's what he's going to do. I say Nigeria, we can make money from solid minerals.
We have too many minerals for us to be like this. I'm thinking
even better than the platinum in South Africa. You know, these are potential
revenue for the country.
Yes.
Let me take Kelechi. He's been holding for a minute. I can come back to you. Kelechi, thanks for calling from Shasha.
Morayo, good
morning.
Can you hear me very well?
The volume is low. Maybe they can get increased. Go ahead, please.
Can you hear me very well? Can you hear me now?
Somewhat.
We are trying.
Hello?
Go ahead, Kelechi. Please go ahead.
Okay. I am not excited about this ministers and their portfolio. Hello? So I have never been successive governments have never impressed Nigerians at all. They have never performed very well. So nothing about government impresses me at all. You won't see, we will never experience good governance in Nigeria until we change our constitution. That is my take, and that is my stance. And it makes me angry that I cannot experience good governance. That's not even why I called.
I didn't hear him very well. Did you hear him? It was really difficult to hear. I'm so sorry. He wanted us to hear him.
I was going to talk about Matawali.
Okay. Oh, our friend from Zamfara.
And his second. You know, because my own fear now is that Matawali did not secure Zamfara. So I'm wondering how he's going to secure Nigeria as Minister of Defense.
Minister of State for Defense.
Nobody has told me what the difference is. What's the Minister of State? What's the Minister? Please tell me the difference.
Maybe
deputy minister it's like a deputy.
The deputy to the
minister is not available.
So they are the same
into office capacity.
president and vice president, they're almost the same now.
Right.
So, Minister of State and Minister,
Right.
those are my own.
You have those concerns about that appointment.
So, because Matawale Zamfara is known to have so much gold. He was not able to secure that gold. He's now become Minister of Defense, which is, to me, I would have wanted someone, I'm sure, that can secure Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah, so Minister,
go ahead.
Yeah, defense too was the next place I was going because, of course, we know we're talking about insecurity and we really wanted to see the people who would be put in that position. Sadly, for me, I don't know so much about the minister. He's Mohammed Bajaru Abubakar. The only thing I guess we have in common is that he went to ABU Zaria.
Former governor of Jigawa.
And also the former governor of Jigawa. But, I'm not saying he hasn't done much because I cannot personally tell you that I know a lot about him. So I'm waiting to see what he's done maybe in that area. Yes, we have agreed that they're not necessarily, they're mainly administrative. But I would like to understand the thinking behind putting him in there. So as you said, when the inauguration is done,
knows a lot about him.
Let me take this call from Joe. Joe is calling from Surulere. Thanks for calling. Joe?
Hello.
You're live.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't matter who is coming to a particular position because inside the ministry there, you have directors, deputy directors, PLCs. These are the people that have a grip of what is happening in every ministry. So they are just there to guide the minister or commissioner, appointed commissioner. So it's nothing to worry about. If you stay there for 1 week, you'll understand what is going on because you have, monuments, those who has a grip of the job. They have a grip of the job, and they will put you through. In 1 week, you will know what is happening there. So it's nothing to worry about.
All right.
So it's just about Kiyama. I'm talking about Kiyama. Once you get to the ministry, in 1 week, you will know what is going on there because you have experts.
Right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Joe. I was quite concerned about who would get the Minister of Education because I've played in that circle for a while, and I saw it was Professor Tahir Maman, PhD ON SAN. He was the Vice Chancellor, the second Vice Chancellor of Bayes University. If you remember, Bayes University is owned by Labour Party's Vice Presidential candidate. Yeah. He's an all-round wealth experience in management of tertiary institutions, general administration spanning well over 3 decades. He was the immediate past DG of the prestigious Nigerian Law School. So now, he's now the Minister of Education. I mean, I'm pretty
I thought we were going to
interested in how he works.
You know, we were all expecting and hoping that we would unbundle education so that we can give priority to the primary and basic education, which is primary schools. We have too many children out of school, and we're bringing in someone who is in the education space, but probably is more in the university and more passionate about the higher education. While that is very important for proper skills and development, basic education is what would let us reduce the number of criminals.
Doesn't mean you can't handle basic education.
No, you know, like I said, all this one that we're saying now, we're just saying, all this story we're saying now is just waiting until this appointment, so that when this appointment happens, we are expecting that the president will please attach top 3 agenda with each of them so that even the people working with them will know, because there are lots of things they are handling. It's a whole lot. Nigeria can be a complicated country to live.
Let me go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll touch on health. Health is another really important area that we're pretty interested in. And petroleum and works. Stay with us, we'll be right back.